Hi everyone. I thought I would find a spot in my garden and share some of my thoughts. So basically, I've been thinking over the last few weeks or so on what's exactly happening. I know that we're going into, it's not announced, but you can just as well assume that it is, that it's called the fourth industrial revolution from Santa Claus. And courtesy as presented to you over the few years, preparing you slowly, infiltrating your conscious thoughts and so on. I'm wanting to address a few things which are actually quite serious. I've noticed over the last years or so that predominantly most people that are viewing things or going through experiences often become confused with what the ideology of illuminism is versus what the contents are on my channel. The contents on my channel, when I refer to speaking about a few things such as, for example, Great Spirit, I refer to the internal connection with your inner sovereign spirit, the infinite part of you that is you, not your personality or the soul that is attached to you that becomes eventually part of you. Not your personality in terms of what your name is. Like, my name is Aurora. I'm not Aurora. I'm essentially more than what you see. And the same goes for what I am expecting when I connect with you, whoever you are, and whether you are just happen to find my channel. It doesn't matter. What I want to explain to you, and perhaps you need to consider this, is that my channel has developed over years and years. It started in 2010, and the background of that experience was related to, and were then at the time, much of my inner progress that I wanted to share with people such as yourself. And when I started to expand the channel in terms of the knowledge that I was sharing, all that knowledge was always coming from within me and is still till today and up to now, the very moment that I'm talking to you on this video, coming from within. As I've said before, I have had experiences. I've had many experiences that were perhaps things that were related to, I suppose you could call it, supernatural stuff. And essentially, everything that you experience in your life shapes your path forward. But I've always said that you attain the information from within. The knowledge is always within. The kingdom of heaven is within. God lives inside the kingdom. It is within. If I have to use it in that simple version. Perhaps as time progresses and as we start to become more aware of our knowledge expanding, we then find ourselves questioning more and more of the things that we experience. We question the authenticity of many things, which I encourage, very deeply so, because I do. And it is always good to be skeptic, a skeptic person at heart. It is good to have the attained skepticism of many things, because it means then that your conscious mind, that which you are thinking with in this reality, is observing things in a critical thinking mode. And so I find it very important to always highlight that we use our critical thinking skills. And when I explain what critical thinking skills are, I'm referring to the way that we question things, to the way that how you are feeling. And another thing I want to bring to your attention is, just because it feels good doesn't mean that it is good at heart. This is why I always say, when you're going through my work, I ask you to please pay attention to every word that is said in every video, irrespective of how old I was at the time or what age I appeared to be in, and to never, ever, ever, please, please, do not ever listen to any video of any person right before you go to sleep. Do not do that. I'm telling you, I'm asking you, please don't do that, because if you do that, you allow another person to give you stuff that could be subjective to your progression. I want you to listen to my stuff when you are doing things in the garden, for example. Do stuff while you listen to me. You don't need to watch my face unless I say, okay, you guys need to see there's a few things that I'm adding in here, but then you can look at it afterwards. But I encourage you to please not listen to any video of any person, not even myself, at night or when you go to sleep or right before you go to sleep. Do not do that, because your progression in your life is not determined by me. Your progression in your life is determined by you. You determine your process in how you think, in what you question, in how to have a sober mind to understand what you're looking at, irrespective of who it is. I also want to bring to your attention the understanding of illuminism. Yeah, I said it with gritted teeth, because illuminism irritates me badly. New Age crap that is attached to illuminism irritates me extremely badly. And the reason it does that is because it's a shallow shape, fractaled piece of light shard that is fake. If you rub it, it dissipates. If you question it, it dissipates, because it just leads you to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. It's like the mirror of Alice in Wonderland. It's that looking glass that you're looking through. You can shatter the glass if you just touch it hard. Just with a little bit of pressure, you shatter the glass. Unfortunately, there's a lot of New Age information that's been going around, and it's being progressively pushing and radicalizing the conscious mind. Basically, if I can be so direct as to say that your mind becomes molested by information such as that. And then the examples would be, for example, the New Age understanding of light. Like I said, love and light. Love and light is polarized. Love and light ties into that conscious aware, to that narrative. The whole concept of love and light is one-sided. It is polarized, which means you give yourself into that belief system, that you come with your intention may be different than what you're saying from your mouth. And when I explain that, I am explaining to you that it's not that the person itself who is expressing it in that way is malevolent, but perhaps you are contributing without you even your awareness to that process of or narrative in which they're trying to drive everyone with rainbows and unicorns and Jesus and messiahs and hero worshipping, superheroes. The more colorful the costume, the more you need to be careful of. The more colorful the bright rainbow colors are, the more you need to be mindful that you are being conned by a fake figment of light. The light is bent and fractalized in such a way. You know that picture of the triangle with the light that goes through and it's a rainbow light that comes out? That is what's happening to you. You are being fractalized. You are being bent into a particular belief system because you've not practiced boundaries. You've not practiced anything to keep you in that space of groundedness, awareness, sober, conscious thoughts. And unfortunately, illuminism is the illusion of everyone working together and coexisting, but no one has an identity. Everyone's got a little bit of a part to play in. And unfortunately, the problem lies within you. You need to decide what you stand for. You need to decide who you are. This is why I'm saying my channel is about metaphysics. Metaphysics is not illumination. It is not illuminism. It is not New Age. It is not Taoism. It is not Christianity. It is not Islam. It is not Judaism. It is none of these things. It is not communism. It is not socialism. It is nothing that can ever exist in this planet, in this reality, because it is original. It is what it was before man started to interfere with anything and everything. And so there's a misconception that when I say Great Spirit, I am falling into another explanation or another narrative that's related to animism, for example. And no one challenged me on this. My explanation to you is I can see in the observation from how people behave on the planet as a collective, which unfortunately is another belief system called collectivism, which is just another inversion of socialism, which is just another inversion of communism, which is just another inversion of Marxism. Understand these terminologies. Understand what they mean. If there's anything you need to take with you, it doesn't matter even if you don't watch my stuff. It's not about me needing people at all. I don't need people. I am just sharing the truth that is uncorrupted, that comes from within a higher consciousness that I am able to connect to through experience, through exercise, the same as you. And I'm sharing with you the basic understandings of these things. When you post things that suggest that you should, for example, cut off and remove all your chakras, then you're going to drop dead. You will drop dead, because how will your soul interact with you? What you should understand is, how is it that you are allowing yourself to be subjected to the belief that you must remove your eyes because you are looking at evil, when the evil process is inside of your thoughts? Does this make sense? I hope it does, because we are not talking about the malevolent ministry of magic that are sitting somewhere in a corner on a high-rise building with tons of money around them like Scrooge McDuck. We're not talking about them. We are talking about your neighbors. We are talking about your friends. We are talking about even your family members, and perhaps even you, without becoming aware of this. We are talking about these people that are allowing themselves to give in to things. I want you to question me. Ask me things. If you don't understand, ask me. I will never, ever judge you. I was a pain in the butt for asking questions growing up. I still do. I will never just accept anything blindly, ever. And I don't want people to accept things blindly either. It's very important that you get to the understanding of what we are talking about. The part that is within you. And if you feel like you're lacking that part to understand, even to comprehend that part, I ask you to explore deeper into yourself. Go even deeper into who you are. Ask yourself, who am I? Why am I here? I am a fish. I need to be in the water. No, I shouldn't be in... No, I am not a zebra. Basic intellectual understanding of yourself. Not because of things around you, not because they said, we have to climb over the rainbow bridge and that should be okay because then you're able to go to heaven. because someone said that. Because some guy in a pink robe said that. What I'm saying to you is too many gurus are clouding the soup. And too many gurus are pointing you in a direction where you basically scatter your conscious thoughts into millions and millions and millions of particles that you'll never be able to find yourself again, because that is the intention. The intention is to pay and certify with a little check mark next to a name or a title so that you will see, that guy must be talking the truth. I will follow what he says. I'll bend over backwards and see if I should maybe drink my pee or do this or do that. Question it. Why? Why would you want to allow yourself to go into that place? Why? Is it because you're lazy? Are you afraid? Are you too lazy to explore who you are? You need to do some deeper homework, because the human population right now is single-handedly, without the involvement of the occult societies, contributing to the fourth industrial revolution by giving consent to millions of religions, millions of beliefs, the religion of banking, the religion. I'm not saying stop working and go and live like a hippie somewhere in the bush and everyone lives all kumbaya. I'm not saying that at all. Not at all. We all need to live in a particular way that we are able to have balance within ourselves. What I'm saying is question the authenticness of, have an internal checkmark barometer and say, okay, if this person says that, why do they say that? Can they verify why they say that? I can verify my stuff. I even quote people that I verify from. I give links to it. I don't go behind those people's backs and copy their work and then spew it out into the world and say, this is my work and it's my stamp and I get everyone to like me. I never do that. For those of you who know me, and there are some of you who have been with me for a long time, you know the work that has been coming through. For those of you who are brand new, go through my stuff. I challenge you. Go through it all. Look at what I'm talking about. I've been saying the same thing for how many years now? For almost 20 years. It's the same stuff. I'm just needing to find ways to explain it more. I'm questioning just like you. We're on the same journey. Actually, no, we're not on the same journey. I'm on an inner journey. I don't know which journey you're on. I'm asking, please, because the way that things are going right now, literally we are on the precipice of understanding or allowing the next process to take place. And that is the frenzy of New Age agenda deception through not even political stuff, but through millions of new gurus that spring out and tell you all kinds of shit for you to believe, for you to gobble up. These people are all, how do you think you get verified? There's some amazing, authentic channels and people that have never received a check mark. Never, ever. And they're like hundreds and thousands of viewers on their channels. They talk amazing stuff. And then you get those plastic Barbie doll type bubblegum shows that's colorful and let's all do this now together and let's go through all the places and yeah, but let's just breathe air, shall we? I challenge you. And my love goes to you. Let's get on with this thing. Much love. Bye.